Gadget, Flatbill with you. We are in the Great Smoky Mountain National Park for this trip. We're going to do about 40 miles total. We're going to start here at Newfound Gap, kind of make a loop. We'll kind of give you details as we go along. We're going to do, like I said, about a 40-mile loop. Today we got about 9.2 to Cabin Flats campground, or backcountry site. It's going to be along a Bradley Fork, and it should be an amazing campsite. You'll see it later. Right now it's over at Newfound Gap. I don't know how much you can tell with the sun glare, but we've got an awesome view. So we're going to get down on the trails about 10 a.m. Hopefully we'll be at camp around 4 p.m. and we'll get at it. See you down the trail. About 3 miles down the AT, and we made it to the ice water shelter. Originally we were going to camp here, but if you stay here you have to camp in the shelter, and it was booked, or at least we would have made it booked. We didn't want to sleep on a pad next to strangers, to be honest. So nice little view of the ice water shelter about 3 miles in. Be a good little overnight in and out. It's kind of on this little bald area. It's cleaned out. And then we'll have a view of the water cloud cover right now. A good, nice little sunrise. So gonna head back down the trail. So we made it to Charles Bunyan. Somewhat of an overlook. A little windy up here, you might hear some wind noise. So we've come down the dry sluice trail. Now if you wanted, you could go 2.5 miles down and you go to the Cat Park shelter, or you could even go 4.5 miles and go back to the car where we started. It's a Newfound Gap. But we are going to take a left or straight, however you want to look at it, and keep going down this dry sluice gap trail. And this Bradley Fork trail at 3 miles. At that point we'll turn left onto the cabin. Is it Cabin Flats? It's Cabin Flats trail, and we'll have 0.6 and it dead ends into our campsite 49. So Cabin Flats trail. What you got for elevation right here?
Elevation 5322.
So we're about 5322 and camp is at
2400, I think.
So 2400. So we'll start heading down. Hopefully soon we'll start dropping. So far it's been kind of a gradual descent and it's been very nice. So let's hit it. Alright, so we just finished the dry sluice gap trail. Took us, like I said, 4.1 and take you back up to Appalachian Trail where we dropped down. I want to say we were around 5,500 at some point, maybe even higher, and now we're back down to right at 3,100, 3,200, somewhere in there, 31.5. So instead of keep going this way on the Bradley Fork to meet up with the Bradley Fork in 1/2 mile, we are going to hit the Cabin Flats trail, backcountry site 49.6, and set up camp for the night. It's around 2:30 p.m. We've made great time as always, and gonna set up some hammocks tonight. No tents, hammocks. We'll see you there. Alright, so we are at backcountry site 49, Cabin Flats. Little bare cables we have. There's actually 2 sets of campsites down here. This is the one that Flatbill and I have. Got some neighbors tonight that'll be over here in some tents. Pretty large campsite here. Decent fire ring. We're going with the hammocks tonight. Both of his and I setup are very similar. We got the Warbonnet XLC for the hammock. And then this trip, brand new for both of us, we have the 0 degree hammock gear Econ underquilt. I'm 6'4", so I've got the long. He's got just the standard. And then we both have the hammock gear Cuban fiber tarp with doors. Got our little setup here. I think we're right next to a I think this is the Bradley Fork. If not the Bradley Fork, then something that feeds into the Bradley Fork. It's a very nice camp spot. We've got the water and the view. Alright guys, so as you can see behind me, we've already kind of packed up for the morning. I didn't really film too much, just kind of tired this morning. We kind of woke up. We got eating breakfast around 8 a.m. It's 9 a.m. So we're about to hit the trail. So like I said, we're already packed up. Didn't show you much of breakfast. If you want to, jump over to Flatbill's Adventure, and he kind of built our breakfast. And the coffee that we kind of use is kind of a new thing we're using. Today we got close to 11 miles, maybe 10 and a half. I think the first 5 is just going to follow this. We're thinking this is Bradley Fork, and it's going to attach into the river, and then we're going to have to cross over the river. It should be just the bridge or the road. And then after that, we've got like 4.7 to almost 5 miles straight up to Newton Bald, campsite 52, I think. So right now we're at about 3,000 elevation, and we got to get up to 5,000. So we're going to get started about 9 a.m. A little late, but oh well. And hopefully we'll have some views and stuff for you to see. So we'll see you down the trail. We're 4.6 from the trail, from the Appalachian Trail, 1.1 from camp, Smoky, that's where we're going to go. We got 4 miles and then we'll cross over the road, which I think is 441, the Newfound Gap Road, and then we'll head up to Newton Bald. Bradley Fork, Appalachian Trail will connect you back. 5.5, it's another loop option. You go up that and turn back around for maybe like a 2-day or even like a 3-day 2-night. So it's going to be up there. We're going to head down this way through the middle. Alright guys, so 5.1 from Cabin Flats Campground, campsite 49, or backcountry site 49. Took us about 2 hours, so about 2.5 miles per hour. Let's see if it'll tell you. Taking the Bradley Fork, like I said, Cabin Flats Trail is 4.1, and then it's an additional 0.6, so I guess about 4.7 to there. And now we are at the Smoky campground, and here we're going to eat a little snack, maybe lunch, take a little break, and then we've got 4.7, and then a little bit extra that's not shown on the map up to campsite 52. And so right now we are at about 15 feet of elevation, and we've got to get to 5,000. So we're about to climb double of what we're at. So we are about to climb about 2,600 feet here, over 5 miles. So, all right, guys. So we're at the Smoky campground. It's right at 11:30 a.m. About 2 hours hiking from the cabin flats. So we're gonna eat kind of lunch. I'm gonna show you what we eat for lunch. We kind of this trip we've done just nothing but packet gourmet, and then for snacks just kind of what you want. But I'm gonna do, if you can see it, smoked cheddar jack cheese spread. And then I always like to buy from Packet Gourmet. They sell these little single shelf life cheese. I like to kind of cut them up and let them melt if I'm gonna heat something up. But this one I just like to kind of, when I spoon it out, eat it with some Ritz crackers. This is what? The Texas mesquite?
No, this is Cajun ranch chicken salad.
Okay, so he's got the Cajun ranch chicken salad. He's already thrown his packet away. He's probably gonna do it with tortillas. There you go. The Cajun ranch chicken salad. But so we're sitting right next to a ranger station. We kind of talked to them about this 5-mile hike up 2,600 feet to Newton Bog, and they kind of recommend filling up water here because there's not much on the way. So things are about to get a little tougher. We're about to pack on some water to hike up, and for dinner and for breakfast. And hopefully when we start heading down the mountain again tomorrow morning, we'll cross some streams, hopefully something with a good water source, and we can fill back up. So we're gonna eat some lunch and take off and try to tackle this mountain. Alright guys, so heading out to Smoky campground, you cross over this bridge if you're doing the loop that we are. And across the way, I don't know if you can see that tiny little brown sign. We're about to go back into the woods this way, and you can't see anymore, but we're going up. As you can see, guys, right here at about 4,900 feet, pretty close to the Newton Bald. And hopefully about half a mile, maybe a mile to camp. Found this dog, definitely a hunting dog. He's got 2 trackers on him and a collar with a name and number. We're gonna see maybe if he'll at least come, because we're not far from camp, and maybe we can get him home or something if he's lost. Guys, after a pretty grueling climb, we are pretty much at the top right now. Campsite 52 is at 0.5, but we've made it to the Newton Bald area. Looks like it intersects with the Mingus Creek Trail, the Depot Gap Trail, and the Mingus Creek Trailhead 5.7. Like I said, we got about 0.5, and we came 4.7 up to this point. Took us about right at 3 hours, so it's not too bad. Kind of took our time. We kind of found this dog, took a time, tried to call the owner and stuff. So we got 0.5. We'll be at camp. Alright guys, so we made it to camp. We're at campsite 52. About 5,000 feet of elevation. Climbed up almost, I think it was about 29 total from the Smoky campground. We cut across the road. Legs are a little sore, a little tired, but other than that, we feel pretty good. I'll show you our setup. Got a pretty cool one. Okay overlook. You got to kind of view it through the trees. A little bit more during the fall or the winter, you'll have an amazing view. Here's kind of doing a porch mode. Got the, like I said, the 0 degree Econ under quilt from Hammock gear. Got the 4-bonnet XLC Blackbird. Got the side pockets out. Here, keeping fiber with doors. Don't need the doors. Hopefully it won't rain. sticks we found for his, and then my trekking poles. So we got a pretty good camp. Got a messy camp for now, but we always clean up. So got some music going. New thing I got is this Nakua, I guess you say Nakua? I don't know, adventure gear. It's like a 10 amp battery. It's actually what I use for my depth finder on my kayak. It works good. For 22 ounces of lithium ion, it doesn't lose much battery life in this cold weather. And 22 ounces, you know, both of us used to bring one. That one charges GoPros and cameras, phones, all we need. So, thanks to going to be with us tonight on the tents. So, other than that, we're going to make some dinner and hang out. Alright guys, day two's come to an end, and we're in the hammock. We're going to try to get some rest. It's about 9 p.m. Got about a 10-mile day tomorrow. It's all downhill and then flat, so it should be pretty easy. So we're just going to kind of wake up whenever, eat some breakfast, and head out. So we'll see you in the morning. Alright guys, we are up and going. It is what, day 3 I guess, 2 nights down. At campsite 52, slept well, a little windy up here, but I think it only got down to like mid-50s, so it feels good up here. I just want to show you what we're doing for coffee. So this Mayfly Coffee Company out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. We're using the Sumatra blend, but it's a quick brew, personal pour over system. Using one of our cups. Use the boiling water to kind of pour over very slowly. You just tear the top of this, obviously, you hook this 2 sides on. And we've been using it for 2 people, and it's been tasting good. Doesn't taste dilute or watered down. It tastes really good. So that's what we're doing. Wanted to show you some breakfast. What you got this morning?
We got the Backpackers Pantry biscuits and gravy.
It's a classic. We like that. One of the few mountain house meals we do enjoy. Very few. And then this morning, got my bag here. It's already steeped and ready to go. Let me show you though. This morning, I'm doing savory Italian polenta with pork sausage from Packet Gourmet. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner for me. Only Packet Gourmet this trip. And something else you can do from Packet Gourmet. Let's see if I can find one. You'll buy these little cheese packs like this. This is the vintage yellow. Get the white though for this one. Cube it, throw it in there, let it melt with the boiling water. Oh, it's so good. So we're gonna enjoy breakfast, break down, and then hit the trail. All right, guys. So we're done breaking down camp. It's about time to start the day. It's about 9:20. We've had slow mornings, but we only got about 10 miles, and half of it's downhill and then half of it's flat, so it shouldn't be too long of a day. Should be nice and easy. Kind of hoping that when we get to Deep Creek, we can kind of maybe take lunch and watch some fly fishermen catch some trout, because that's supposed to be like the best creek or water area, I guess, that trout are. So hopefully we'll have a good day, and we're about to warm the knees up by starting to go down. So we've come up to the junction that's 0.4 away from that last junction, and we're going to take the Deep Creek Trail, which is 6.4. It's also called the Mountain to Sea Trail, which if you ever look that up, that's a very long through hike. Like I said, we were at Newton Ball Trail 0.4 away. You can go to the Canati Fork Trail 2.8. That'd take you to 441. And about 4 miles if you ever needed to head out, get a hitch a ride or something. But that'd be that way, but we're gonna head this way down the trail. All right, guys, we just got down to this gap down here. We are down here in the Martin's Gap Trail. We did close to about 5.4, 5.5 miles down in about 2 hours. So like I said, we just got off the Thomas Divide Trail, and then you got to add some for the camp. So now we're going to continue on the mountains to sea to the Deep Creek Trail 1.5. It's gonna be down that way. We're gonna kind of eat a quick snack and then head on down. Down here on the Deep Creek, nice little bridge goes that way. We're going past, I think, campsite 57 and 56. That says the Nolan Divide and Klingsman's Dome road over the bridge. About 7 mile hike out to Klingsman Dome, but it's closed. The tower's closed. That would have been a good option, but it's closed. But I think we're going to keep heading down this Fort Ridge Trail 3.4. Guys, this Deep Creek Trail, it's pretty treacherous going to campsite 53. The trail right now is technically the creek, and I don't know if you saw just a moment ago, we were kind of going on the side. It's definitely an ankle roller or even an ankle breaker, so you got to be careful. It looks like after this though, we're heading up into the mountain. Got about 100 feet to go and we'll be at camp, so it's kind of tough, but it's fun. It's a beautiful, beautiful creek. All right, guys, this is campsite 53. Not many selections for hammocks, and I think a burger is calling us in Gatlinburg, me and old Flatbill. We've done 10.6 up to this point. It's just now 2:30. So we've got 4 miles out to the road, and then maybe get a quick ride up. I think it's only about 4 miles up to the Newfound Gap to our car. Take it into Gatlinburg, get a burger, maybe even a hotel room and get some sleep. So we're gonna push up this 4 miles. It's gonna be all uphill. Probably gotta gain at least 2,000 feet. So we'll see you at the top. All right, guys, so we are actually done on this trip. From campsite 53, we actually took that the continuation of Deep Creek Trail 3.9. We made it a 14.5 mile day. We did it right at 7 hours, so pretty good pace for the elevation that we did. We're both hurting, so we actually ended up making it a 3-day, 2-night trip. It was an awesome trip. Now we're actually going to go to a hotel in Gatlinburg and get some burgers, some water, and hopefully have a good night and drive home tomorrow. 3-day, 2-night.
Only need like 5 seconds.
All right, let's roll.